So let's have the solutions to sample problems in Algebra 0. So simplify quantity x minus a, x minus b, quantity x minus c, quantity x minus z. So the answer to this problem is 0 because if you notice, there is a factor here which is x minus x, and x minus x is 0. So 0 times any value is 0. That's why the answer is 0. Problem 4, factor completely, factor 360. So my suggestion is you begin with 36 times 10 and express the remaining factors in terms of prime factors and arrange them in such a way that we have correct exponents. So 2 is a prime number, 3 is a prime number, and 5 is a prime number. And the corresponding exponent should be 2 cubed times 3 squared times 5, so that it will be 360. So I leave that to you. Then for the next problem, 1 factor of 4a cubed minus 12a squared minus a plus 3 is which of the following? So my suggestion is if the factor is 2a minus 1, that means the value of a, if set to 0, the root of a is 1/2. Then all you have to do is, in your calculator, you have to type 4. The variable is a. You may replace this by x. So 4 alpha x cubed, then minus 12 alpha x squared, then minus alpha x, minus alpha x, then 4 alpha x cubed minus 12 alpha x squared minus alpha x plus 3. Then press calculate in your calculator and assign a value of x which is 1/2. Next is, for this case, 3/2 or 1.5, negative 1. And for this case, 2a plus 3 equals 0, negative 3/2 or negative 1.5. If the value of this polynomial, when x is 1/2, for example, is 0, then that means 2a minus 1 is a factor, and 1 root is indeed 1/2. For the rest of these choices, the value of this polynomial, trinomial in particular, won't give us 0 for assigning x is 1.5 or 3/2, assigning x is negative 1, and assigning x is negative 1/2. So this is the easiest and fastest way. So you just press calculate and put 0.5, and since the function value when x is the function value when f of x is p of 1/2, as I said, replace a by x is equal to 0, so that means 2a minus 1 is a factor. All the rest will not give us 0. Then another technique is using your calculator, high-tech calculator. This is the other technique. Using your high-tech calculator, you find the roots of the polynomial by pressing mode 5, then 4 for the cubic function. So we have a4, b negative 12, C negative 1, and D 3. And after pressing the equal sign, we obtain the following roots. So these are the roots of this function. The roots are, in the calculator, the first root that appears is 3, followed by 1/2. This is in my calculator, of course. And lastly, negative 1/2. So these are the roots, and this root of negative 1/2 is represented by the factor 2a minus 1. So that's why 2a minus 1 is a root. Another way, another technique is from synthetic division, wherein we write the coefficients in descending order. So 4, negative 12, negative 1, 3, and we bring down 4. And if the value here is 0, so that means the assigned value here is a root of this polynomial. So if we try 1/2, which is the root here, so 4 times 1/2 is 2, and negative 12 plus 2 is negative 10. Negative 1/2 times negative 10 is negative 5, and negative 1 times plus negative 5 is negative 6. Then finally, negative 6 times 1/2 is negative 3. So that's why the value here is 0. And because this is 0, that means 1/2 is a root, and it is represented by the factor 2a minus 1. So those are the different ways of finding the roots of this trinomial, of this, or finding one factor of this trinomial. So that's it for that case. The next, what follows logically from the series of numbers 121, 121, 130, 146, 171, 207, and so on. So my technique is to get the difference first and study this difference. So 9, 146 minus 130 is 16, and 171 minus 146 is 25, 207 minus 171 is 36. Then after studying this difference, you notice that these are perfect squares: 3 squared, 4 squared, 5 squared, 6 squared. Therefore, next is 7 squared. Then if I call this x, then x is equal to 207 plus 7 squared, and that is 256. So that's why the answer is 256. So 256 is the answer with that problem. Then next, find the missing number from the series of numbers. So I'll call this x. Again, we begin by getting the difference between adjacent terms. So 1, 5, then 14, then this is 20, and notice further that this is, the difference is 4, 9, 16. So these are perfect, these are square pyramidal numbers. So the next should be 25 here. X minus 67 should be 45, plus 20 plus 25 is sorry, this is 30. That's why this difference is 16. Then next 30 plus 25 is 55. 5 here. And next should be 36. So that 55 plus 36 is 91. So therefore the value of x is equal to 67 plus 55, and it is equal to 122. And to check further, 122 plus 91 is 230. 122 plus 91 is 230. So that's it for that problem. We proceed to the next problem. What is the 12th tetrahedral number? So remember that it is first one tetrahedral numbers, number of objects needed to arrange identical objects in a pyramidal form. So the base of the pyramid is triangle, equilateral triangle. So 1 is over 3. So that's why the next tetrahedral number is 4. This is the second. Then 3 is over 6. So 4 plus 6 is 10. So this is 3, 6. These are triangular numbers. Next is 10. So the fourth tetrahedral number is 20. Then after 10 is 15. So 20 plus 15 is 35. After 15 is 21. So 35 plus 21 is 56. And the next triangular number is 28. 56 plus 28 is 84. Then next triangular number is 36. 36 plus 84 is 120. Then next is 45. So 120 plus 45, 165. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 9 tetrahedral number. Then this is 45. After 45 is 55. So 165 plus 55 is 220. The 10th, the 11th. So after 55 plus 11, 66. Triangular number 66. So plus 220 is 286. This is the 11th triangular number. Then finally 66 plus 12, 78. Therefore the 12th triangular number is 286 plus 78. And that is 364. So that's why the 12th tetrahedral number is 364, and that's the answer. So if you notice, the tetrahedral number was described by this formula, which I noticed, n combination 3, where it begins with n should be greater or equal to 3. So that's why when n is 3, this is the first triangular number, 3 combination 3 is 1. And the second number, which is 4, is 4 combination 3. So 4 combination 3 is 4, but this represents second. Therefore, the general formula is n, which is 12 plus 2, because for the first number, for example, 1, it is 1 plus 2, 3 combination 3 is 1. So for the 12th tetrahedral number, 12 plus 2, that's 14 combination 14 shift combination 3, and we'll get 364. So the answer is indeed 364 for that problem. But this solution is also acceptable as long as you know the principle, because you might forget to apply this formula which I described. So for the next problem, what is the LCM of 45 and 120? So remember that for LCM, we factor completely each number, and the LCM is we collect the product of prime factors, different prime factors with the highest exponent. So 45 is 9 times 5, and 9 is 3 square, so this is 3 square times 5. 120 is I begin with 12 times 10. 12 is 2 squared times 3, and 10 is 2 times 5. Therefore, 120 is 2 cubed times 3 times 5. So 2 cubed, 8 times 3, 24 times 5, 120. That's correct. Therefore, the LCM, so for the different factors with highest exponent, so 2 is 2 cubed, 3 is common or uncommon, as long as you copy the one with the highest exponent, which is 3 squared in this case, and for 5, so it is 5. So LCM therefore is 2 cubed times 3 squared times 5, and that's 8 times 9 times 5, and that is 360. So the LCM is 360. So I put the answer here, 360. So for the next problem, what is the LCM of 30, 54, and 72? So factor completely. I suppose to give this as your practice problem. So anyway, there's no provided answer. I'll just give you the answer. 30 is 2 times 3 times 5. 54 is 27 times 2. 2 times 3 cubed. 72 is 8 times 7, 2 cubed. 72 is 8 times 9, which is 2 cubed times 3 squared. So therefore, the LCM is equal to LCM is equal to 2 cube times for 3 it's 3 cube, and for 5 it's 5, no other. So 2 cube times 3 cube times 5 is 1080. So therefore the answer is 1080. So 1080. Problem 11. What is the greatest common factor of 20, 54, and 72? So for 20, remember the GCF is the product of common prime factors with the least exponent. So common, remember. So 20 is 4 times 5, and that is 2 square times 5. 54 is 2 cube. 54 is 2 times 3 cube rather. And 72 is 2 cube. Times 3 squared. So therefore the GCF is, so for the only common factor to all is 2, and the least exponent of 2 is 1, therefore the GCF is 2. So the answer is 2 for this problem. The GCF is 2. So next, what is the 18th triangular number? The 18th triangular number is, because if you can recall, I describe it with the formula. So 18 triangular number is n over 2 times n plus 1, if you can recall. If not, you have to use the principle. So 1, 3, 6, 10, 15, 21, 28, 36, 45, 55, and so on and so forth. So this is 18 over 2 times 18 plus 1. So that would be 9 times 19. And 9 times 19 is 171. So the answer is 171, the 18th triangular number. 9 times 19. 171. So the 10th triangular number is 5. Remember, it was 55. So if we begin with the 10th, which is 55, plus 11, 66. So A11 is 66. That's just to check. Plus 12, 78. Plus 13, 81. Plus 14, 95. Plus 15, 110. Plus 16, 126. plus 17,143 plus 18. That's why A18 is 143 plus 18 is 100, 126 plus 17 is 143. Then 143 plus 18 is 161. It's 161. $55 plus 11, $66 plus 12, $78 plus 13, $81 plus 14, $95 plus 15, $110 plus 16, sorry, this is 100 plus 16, 126, that's correct, plus 17, 143 plus 18, 161, and 9 times 19 is 171. Why is it wrong? The 10th triangular number, 5 times 11, 55 is correct. 11 is 66, 12 is 78, 13 is 81, 14 is 95, 95 plus 15, 110, 110 plus 16, 126 plus 17, 143 plus 18, 161. One. Next is 3 if n is 2. Next is 3, 6. So E12 is 78 plus 13. This is wrong, because 78 plus 13 is 91, not 81. So this is 91 plus 14, 105. This is supposed to be 105. Then plus 15, 120. Plus 16, 136. Plus 17, 153. Then lastly, plus 18, 171. So sorry. So it's indeed 171. Then the next problem, what is the missing number? Because I provided with the answer, I want you to solve that by your own. So problem 13, 15, 16 should be solved by you. Anyway, the answers are provided. You have to verify these answers. I'll just show problem 17 that the following are prime numbers, 673. this is the technique. This is the technique. Square root of 673 is about square root of 673 is about 25.94, and the closest prime number to 25.94 is 23. So that means 673 should be divided by all prime numbers from 2 to 23. But we bypass 2 because 2 is definitely 673 divided by 2 is not a divisor of 673. So you begin with 3, so I'll cancel 2 to 3. Next is 5, but definitely 673 is not divisible by 5. So that's why you also cancel 5. Next is 7. Do not include 5. Do not include 2. 7, then 11, then 13, then 17, then 19, then 23. So 673 divided by 3, 673 divided by 7. Notice that all these numbers will not give us a whole number. So the result is not equal to a whole number. Because the result is not a whole number, that means 673 is a prime number. So not a whole number. Likewise, square root of 1361 is about, so we use the same technique, it's about 36.89, and the closest prime number to 36.89 is 31. So we divide 13,361 by all prime numbers except 2 and 5 and check if the result would be a whole number. So 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, up to 31. So notice that again this is not a whole number. So that's why 1361 is a prime number. So that's it for this video. I hope that you were able to follow and you gain techniques in answering random problems in algebra.